Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Elizabeth. How y'all doing? How you doing this morning? How's your weekend? Y'all come on in here. Come on in here. Good morning. Oh, I got to get from behind this truck with all this stuff. I'm running late this morning. Oh, my weekend. Well, not the weekend. It feels like the weekend because I didn't have to work yesterday, so it definitely feels like Tuesday. Feel like Monday to me. I didn't get anything done. I'm doing good. I ain't get nothing done. My grandbaby, I had to take him back to the hospital. His asthma flaring up again. So my whole day was like off yesterday. I didn't really do anything yesterday. Well, I did. I took the boys to get a haircut. So after taking my grandbaby to the doctor, leaving the doctor, I had to take the boys to get haircuts and everything. And I was supposed to do my hair. I ran a few errands, had to go get his medicine. I was up 12 o'clock last night, relaxing my hair. And this is the furthest that I got, so this it. So it can look like something. So I can look like something, because baby, my hair was sticking up all over my head. So I bought a ponytail, so I'll probably do it later today when I get off of work. I'll do my hair today, but I'm like, this it. I blow dried it, relaxed it, pulled it through, and that's it. And this is it. This is what they get. Yes, it does. Y'all tap in. Y'all come on. I got 7 people here. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. We got a little topic I want to get into real quick. It's Tuesday. And remember, on Wednesdays, I will be going to Facebook on Wednesdays. I'll be on Facebook. So tomorrow I won't be on here. Yesterday, I didn't even have a chance to get on here yesterday. I didn't even go live yesterday. I was supposed to went live yesterday on my TikTok page at 2 o'clock, but unfortunately, that didn't happen. You know, something always coming up with the kids, and, you know, so I had to take family first. Grandkids come first, so I had to take care of the babies and make sure everybody was situated. Sometimes I have to put myself on the back burner. But yeah, but my question to everyone that's in here, because I know we have little time, so I just want to get on into it now and not prolong this. But it was a story that I had wanted to talk about. This little girl. Come on, bus, go. So I can go. But it was this this little girl. I don't know if some of you probably heard about the story, but it's this little girl. She was 5 years old. The mom let her go to a family member house. I don't know if the mom had to go to work or whatever the case may be. But the little girl was 5 years old. She was with a family member. The little girl went outside, and unfortunately, two kids, I think it was like two underage kids, like under 10, I guess, 10 years old. I think the oldest was 10. But they lured three kids lured this little girl off. So they lured her away from her family and lured her to some woods. And unfortunately, they essayed her. They beat her. She had braids in her hair. They snatched her braids from her scalp. So basically, when the little girl went missing, nobody knew where she was. But apparently, one of the kids who was involved with it, they actually took the little girl, whoever the family member, they took them to the location where the little girl was. But but the little girl was hospitalized and everything. So the police, them was stating that they didn't make an arrest because the children were underage. Okay, so my question, if it was your child, and I know hard as it, that's any child, hard as it may feel like, oh, an underage child, this child is a certain age, they don't understand. But do you feel if a child can understand to lure a child away from a safe place into a location, and they say one of the little boys, the little girl even told them that one of the kids even literally stood over her and peed on her while she was on the ground. She was helpless. She was 5-year-old little girl. But the little girl actually thought she was gonna, not make it. And this is a 5-year-old child. This baby traumatized for the rest of her life. So I can't even imagine, like, I have a grandbaby, it's a male, but I'm just saying, like, I have a 4-year-old grandbaby, and he will be 5. But I couldn't imagine someone, older child luring my grandkid away, or luring my granddaughter away, and, do such a horrific thing as that. So do you feel like if the child understand, for them to do something like that, if they understand to do it, if they're able to commit the act, do you think they should be held accountable for their actions? And do you think that these kids should be held as an adult, or do you feel like do you think they really understand what they did? And sometimes kids be influenced too by movies that they see. A lot of times you have to, watch what your children watching, watch what they allow to get in their spirits, because spirits are real. And for something like that, for those kids that did something like that, that's crazy. Y'all tap in, let me know. I know it's Tuesday. Y'all thought your girl wasn't coming in here. I'm here. Hey, my allergies. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Y'all chime in. Do you think if a child is underage and commit a crime, do you think they should be held accountable? I know they need some psychological, they definitely need some of that. You definitely have to look into the background of the family, the history of the family, Cause these kids now, they see everything. They, like my grandkids, I tell them, I don't allow them. I try to, parental them and be on, watch and monitor, and definitely keep my ears open. Keep my ears open to what they're watching. Not just your eyes have to be open, your ears have to be open. You got to be listening to what they listening to. Because listening at things can influence them just as well too. Y'all come on in here. Y'all still asleep? Good morning, Jetstream. Good morning. I know it's Tuesday. Everybody's dragging. I'm dragging too. It's one of them days. It's one of those days. I'm dragging too. I was off yesterday. And I thought I had my day planned out, mapped out, but it definitely didn't go to plan. I ain't did my hair. I gotta do my hair. Jetstream. I have 7 people in here. Y'all let me know. Do you feel like if a child is underage and they commit a crime, should they be held accountable for their actions? I'm tired. I'm tired this morning. I tell y'all all the time. I have my days when I'm tired. And I'm drained because yesterday was a long day for me yesterday. Sick grandbaby. And all of that. But the little girl, Amira, I think, I'm going to say Amira, I think that's her name. But the mom, it said that the mother had to go to social media in order to get justice for her child. I know it said that in order for a person to get justice or get their voice heard, they have to come to social media. That's crazy. Because ain't no way the police is seeing a 5-year-old child. They ain't a beat. They ain't a unalive essay. They used sticks on her. God knows what else they did to her. They snatched her braids from her scalp. Left this baby unrecognizable. The mama couldn't even, a beautiful little girl. The mama couldn't even recognize her baby. Like, that's crazy. And the sad part, the mama got the call that the baby was missing. And when they was asking where the baby was, the little girl got lured off into a wooded area. A 5-year-old. That's why you have to go out. You have to be careful who you leave your children with. You just can't leave your cousin's family or whatever. And if a person not paying attention, you have to pay attention to these kids. You have to pay attention to who your children, who you allowing your children and your grandkids playing with. You just can't just let your kids outside and just be involved with other kids because they in the neighborhood. You can't do that. You don't know what goes on in other people's homes. When I was coming up, we weren't allowed to be at certain houses and go inside people's houses. And then for a 5-year-old little girl to be outside by herself, nobody is watching her, and two kids older than her, even though they was underage, but they were older than her. She's still a baby. She was only 5 years old. And lured this baby away from her family in a wooded area. I don't play that crap. There's some kids in my neighborhood, well, not the neighborhood, well, my apartment complex where I live at. They've been doing some little disturbing things. But the thing about it, I don't talk to their parents. And you know when a child know that when parents not getting along, because you guess what? It take a village. Because guess what? I can be outside. You may be in the house and I could see some things going on, and I could be the one to save your kid life, or you could be the one to save my kid life. But when you have certain parents, you got certain parents, they don't want to believe that their kids do certain things. And when you try to tell them things about their kid, they don't want to hear it. See me, I don't play that. I don't be with that, oh, not my kid crap. Good morning, Terry. Thank you, Terry. Good morning, Nina. Thank y'all for the disclaimer. I read it when I get situated. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to hear about their kids. And like I said, like last week, I had a little verbal altercation with one of my neighbors. And the verbal altercation that we had, it wasn't even oh, they got prisoners on the side of the road cleaning up. It wasn't even her problem. But at the end of the day, but her kid is in the neighborhood doing inappropriate things. And now that the kids know that I don't talk to their parents, they just doing things. I'm talking about, when I say inappropriate, they pulling, these boys pulling their clothes down, showing their body parts to each other, saying disrespectful things to one another. But I don't talk to the parents. But it's a few parents that I do talk to, that I do know that these kids be playing with. I'm like, no, watch your kids. Watch your children around these kids right here, because this is what they doing. I got videos and all where these kids doing inappropriate things. And that 5-year-old baby, she got lured away. And you got to be so careful and pay attention to your small children. You just can't put your kids out the door and, oh, go outside and go play. You may send your child out the door and the child never come back. But you have to watch your kids. And then don't send them outside with your older kids. You can't send another child outside with them, because when they get outside, they want to play. They're not watching them. You have to be the eyes to go outside with your smaller kids, even though you sending them out there with older siblings. It ain't like it used to be. These kids so irresponsible now. So irresponsible. And I think the way we raise our kids now is different than how we were raised. You know, our upbringing. I still use some of the tactics, but to me it's so different. Like, I don't put I got the older kids, like 11 and 12. I got a 5-year-old grandson and I got a 2-year-old grandbaby. I would never send them outside with the older kids expecting them, and a 7-year-old grandson. I would never send the 5-year-old and the 2-year-old outside to expect for the older kids to watch them, because I know they're not going to watch them. They're not going to watch them. And then if nobody is watching them, then somebody else come and lure the kids off and harm them. Like what happened to this little baby, 5 years old, got lured in a wooded area. 5-year-old. What these underage kids, they say from 10 to, I think the youngest probably 9. What they know about essaying somebody? Or did somebody do something to them for them to lure that little girl off like that? Who influencing these kids? For them to even got together the plan to lure this little, and then I'm not race baiting. I'm not using race, but race, I don't know if race played a part in it, because this was a little black girl, and the kids that done it, they were of another race. So I don't want nobody saying, oh, she just said that because it didn't. No, I'm not saying that, but the kids that were arrested were, so I'm sure the cousin, wherever they lived it at, they lived it in a neighborhood where it's diverse. You know, if you don't live in a predominant black area, there's diverse neighborhoods, and I'm assuming that's, you know, where the cousin or family member lived it at. So have any of you heard the story about the 5-year-old little girl? So let me know in the chat. I got 8 people, 15 people in here. So y'all let me know if y'all heard about this story. So y'all make sure y'all come on, get inside here. I'm just giving y'all a little tad bit of this story about this little baby, this little 5-year-old little girl. And this happened last week, y'all. This is a story that happened last week. Can y'all still hear me? Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Can you all hear me? Where did I can't. You might have to look it up. Look. I forgot what happened at. But it happened. It just happened. It's all on Facebook. The mama, she went to social media with it. She went to Facebook. I think she went to Facebook. That's where I seen it at. But I forgot where it happened at. What just happened? I haven't cancel this. Cancel. I have no idea what just happened. Why my screen looked like this. I don't know what's going on with my screen, y'all. Good morning, Blueberry Boots. Hey, how you doing? I don't know what just happened to my screen. I can't remember the town where it happened at. But I just know it was a 5-year-old little girl that got essayed. That's all I know. But I know the mom posted it on social media. The mama went to social media about it. And that's the only way an arrest was able to be made on behalf of the little girl. Because the mama took to social media to let her voice be heard, to be the voice for her daughter. Come on, God, y'all be acting like y'all just. I know. My bad. Everybody dragging. I don't know what the heck happened to my screen. I can't. See. I don't know what I did to my screen. It's got a thing over it. Oh, it looks fine on your end. It's like something over the screen. Like like a double screen or something. I can't hardly see. I don't know. But if you go look up the five, it was a 5-year old. Her name was Amira. The little girl name was Amira. And I think it was like either 2 or 3. Let me read my thing. My disclaimer: under Section 107 of Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use. Tips the balance in favor of fair use. Hey, February and Christina. Good morning, everyone. Thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all. I ain't seen some of y'all in a while, but I know everybody be busy. I'm actually dragging today. I'm so tired. Like, I was off yesterday. I was off yesterday. So I had my day planned out. So a lot of times when you plan, I had my day planned out, but unfortunately my day didn't go as planned. I was gonna drop the 2 babies off at daycare because they still had, my grandbaby still had school and it's still, daycare was still open. So the older kids, I had already made their appointments, the boys to get their hair cut. Then I was gonna come home. I was gonna relax my hair, do my hair, but unfortunately I didn't relax my hair till 12 something this morning. I was tired. I had to feed the kids. It was a lot going on. My grandbaby got sick, so I had a lot going on yesterday. So my day was not planned out the way I thought it was gonna be. Why you want to cry? Oh yeah, I seen something this morning about it, but I didn't watch it, but I will. Yeah, about the little girl. February, why you want to cry? So I'm dragging this morning. I'm like, y'all see me. This the farthest I got. I relax my hair. I don't bone straight relax my hair. I just put the relax on, pull it through. My brother. Oh wow. Sorry to hear that, love. We see him. Y'all make sure y'all drop them hearts, them prayer hands in this comment. We love you, February. We send you all the love and support. You know, I lost a brother too. And you know, everybody grieve different. Um, who was your brother? Who is your brother? Cause who did do where you live? You live in Florida? It's so much going on. Like cyber. We send love and prayers your way, sweetie. Yeah, like that losing a loved one is never easy. Losing a sibling, a brother, sister, cousin, it doesn't matter, a child. Losing a loved one is never easy. I lost my brother. I lost a sibling, so I know how that feels. And I was, the crazy thing, I was just looking at me and my brother, and he was my headache. He was my headache. But I truly miss him. But you know, take your time and hold on to all the great memories that you all had together, and just keep God at the center. That's all. If any advice I can give you, because I can't tell you how to grieve, I can't tell you. He used to cut hair and he used to take me to the movies. He used to take me out. Oh, well, hold on to those good memories. That was a good brother. He seemed like he was a good big brother. Oh, you live in New York. Oh, okay. Well, you just continue to hold on to that. And like I said, keep God Keep God in the center of it. And even through your process of grieving, because losing a loved one, there's no roadmap, there's no blueprint in how you should handle a situation. But all I could tell you, God has the blueprint. God knows all. He know your heart, he know your feeling. And I promise you, after losing a child, my brother, only God can see you through it. Only God. I have two other brothers. Oh, okay. But every sibling is special in their own way. Even though you have other brothers and siblings, but they could never replace, if you lose one, because they all different. Like my brother, the one I lost, we call him gangster, baby. He was one of a kind. You hear me? He was one of a kind. And even though I have two brothers on my mom, two more brothers left on my mom's side, I have two brothers on my dad's side. But gangster, oh baby, that brother there, he was different. He was different. Christina, I know it's easy for me to say, but stay focused, my love. God will help you get through this. Just like Gigi said, hold on to the good memories that you and him had together. Yep. Hold on to those good memories, and let God be the center of it. Let him be the center of it. Don't allow nobody to tell you how to grieve. Never let nobody say, oh, it'll get better. In time, you just learn how to filter through life with them not being up. But don't let nobody tell you, oh, it's gonna be all right. It will never be all right. That's something that it will never be. You will never be all right losing a loved one, somebody that you love. But you just learn how to live. But you take your time, because it's all fresh. You in a grieving process right now. Take your time. That was your brother, and you don't let nobody tell you how to grieve. And if you want to cry, you cry. If you want to cry, because that's your brother. Don't let nobody tell you how to grieve. But just like I said, just keep God at the center of it all. And let God know how you feel, and share your heart with him. And he and I promise you, he will see you through. He will get you through, and he will see you through. What's going on? Oh, I was crying yesterday morning. Ain't nothing wrong with crying. That's your brother. Ain't nothing wrong with crying. Crying is just a relief, and at least you getting it out. That's your brother. You're going to have your feelings. You're going to have your emotions and things like that. And ain't nothing wrong with crying. But just don't make yourself sick. Don't make yourself sick. But when you have your feelings and your emotions, that's your brother. It's 9:17 here in New York. Is it the same there? Yep, it's the same time. We on the same time, sweetie. But I'm sorry to hear that, and I'm sorry that you're going through what you're going through right now. Losing your brother. But like I said, you more than welcome to come on here, and we here. We gonna show you much love, and we gonna love on you through it all. But trust and believe, I truly understand. But like I said, hold your head up. Hold on to them good memories. Hold on to the things that made you smile. And the things that you and your brother did together, don't stop doing those things. Yeah, you're gonna cry. That's natural to cry. Ain't nothing wrong. That's natural. That you supposed to cry. Why? You human. That's human nature. All right, y'all. Like I said, tomorrow I will be on Facebook. Tomorrow, on Wednesdays, I'll be going live. Um, Ain't nothing else to do, baby. All you can do is pray. That's all you can do is pray. And ask God to see you through. That's all you can do. Don't try to do it in your strength. A lot of time when we grieve and when we lose loved ones, we be like, I'm trying to be strong. You can't be strong in your human strength, baby. You can't be strong. But with the strength of God, God, the only one that's gonna give you the strength and give you what you need to see you through. And you don't have to try to be nothing. You ain't gotta try to be strong. You ain't gotta try to be any of that. Cause you got God on your side, and God is the one that's gonna give you the strength. He gonna give you the peace that passes all understanding. Your friends can't give it to you. Your husband, your boyfriend, your cousin. Nobody can give you the peace that passes all understanding. Only God gonna be able to see you through this. Moving forward, only God. He the one that's going to give you the strength to hold you up, to keep you. But if you hold on to all the good memories that y'all had together, and you know you did right by your brother, you ain't got nothing to worry about. People that don't do right by people, them the ones who be kicking and screaming and hollering. People think because people don't cry. Even if you don't cry, that's your choice. But it doesn't mean nothing. But when you know you had a good relationship and you did the right thing, you going to hold on to all them good things and knowing that he's there with you. Yup, it's better to cry and let it out than hold it in and go into depression, my love, and stay focused and cry all you want to, my love. That's right, Miss Nina. I love everybody, and we definitely gonna keep you in our prayers. But I have to jump this live. And like I said, tomorrow I will be on Facebook, but I will be back on here Thursdays and Friday because I'm trying to start back going more live on Facebook, to keep my channel up and running good. So tomorrow, if you're not following me on any social media platforms, my TikTok is Lolo088 Queen, and my Facebook is Latrice Gigi Lolo. So make sure if you're not following me on any of those platforms, just make sure you go hit that follow button. That's if you on those social media platforms. But tomorrow, I won't be here tomorrow, but I will be back Thursday and Friday. But Wednesdays, I will be on Facebook. So until then, I love everybody. Y'all keep your head up. Um, yep, February, if you need a friend, you need somebody to talk to, you can reach out. You can hit me on my messenger, and I would love to, if you feel like you don't have nobody to talk to, nobody to understand you, you more than welcome to hit me up in my messenger, love. And I'm there for you, to encourage you and uplift you. And, if you need prayer, we could pray together, we could whatever. But I'm here for you. But I got to jump this live. And you all have a wonderful Tuesday. Let's keep that little 5-year-old, I think it's Amira. Let's keep that mother uplifted. That's a young mother with a 5-year-old daughter. That mother's world got turned upside down. So let's continue to keep that mother and that little girl in our prayers and make sure that that mom get the justice that she need. It's a sad situation because it's involving children. But hey, I that's this a story for a whole nother day. That's why I want to bring that topic up. I think I want to, when I come back Thursday, so hopefully it could give everybody the opportunity to go kind of follow up on the story. And Thursday we'll do a follow up on the story and get more into it. How, what are your thoughts and your opinion about, underage children, being charged, and should they be accountable for things that they do? And let's try to see if we could get in the mind of these young kids. But be watchful. Watch over your young children, your young grandkids. Don't just be putting these kids outside, trusting them playing with older kids, older than them, because anything can happen. But until then, y'all have a blessed one, and we'll talk Thursday. All right. Y'all have a blessed one.